So now we have a special game that David actually designed.
Ooh.
I did not design it. I decided I would let him do it. And I'm kind of scared, but also excited. Dave, is there anything you'd like to add to this game we're about to play?
Enjoy! I'm hoping to learn quite a bit.
Is it pretty straightforward?
Yes. Sarah just needs to answer the questions.
All right.
Dave, you also said enjoy right before you handed me a tumbler full of margarita and vodka, or Mountain Dew vodka in college. So, just so you know. All right. What do we got here?
This is a bike attack pop quiz. Question 1. Why are recumbent bikes your favorite type of bicycle? I did not know it was your favorite type. Is it, or is he being an asshole?
Dave's being an asshole. I can tell you why recumbent bikes are still like a thing that people do, despite the fact that they are incredibly dorky looking. One reason is because if you are cool enough, you can still feel cool on a recumbent bicycle. You can, or like if you have enough ego, it's like a test of it, right? Like the man bun of bicycles, like how really handsome men will wear their hair in a bun, and it makes other people think they can do it, but they can't because they're not that handsome. Same thing with like self-confidence in a recumbent bike. If you're deeply confident in yourself and you can ride a recumbent bicycle and like be photographed as this person has been and still feel pretty good about it. I mean, look at those shades. You know, it's like a test of your belief in yourself, so that's really beautiful. Also, if you have like back pain with a regular bicycle, they're actually pretty good for that. So that's the reason why you see a lot of like old biker dudes riding the recumbents.
I feel like if you ride that, you look like an asshole. I'm sorry to anyone who rides that. You just look like an asshole. I don't know you personally, but if I see that, I just feel like, why? I mean, I get it.
Can I tell you? Yeah. Can I tell you a story about my best encounter with somebody on a recumbent bicycle? Okay, so I live in Portland now. A couple of years ago, I moved here from San Jose, where I lived for like 5 years. And I would commute on my bicycle. And they actually had like pretty nice bike lanes. So shout out to San Jose, California. Your Department of Transportation is doing a really big job. Yes, San Jose. Good work, Department of Transportation folks at San Jose, building those bike lanes. So I had a really nice route, pretty much from my house to my office. And I'd run into other people biking on this route. And I was, riding my old, like 1970s bike. So it's only cool because it's old. Like it was not otherwise cool for any reason. And I hear this music and I'm like, I haven't heard that music in a long time. It's like coming up kind of a tinny speaker. So I'm like, is that somebody playing that in their car? And I turn around, stopped at a stoplight, and this dude rolls up on a recumbent bike, all in black, but like, not like goth, like sysadmin goth, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's playing this music, and this music, I was like, what is that? I know that because I used to be a goth, because the music is a Sisters of Mercy song.
Oh.
So he's rolling up all in black on his recumbent bike, playing the Sisters of Mercy. And he's wearing mirror shades. And he rolls up next to me in the bike lane, and he looks over and he's like, hey.
And then your crotch is just like a desert at that point. It's like Death Valley, just like
it like crawled back into my body. I mean,
yeah.
it's like I was numb from the waist down.
Yeah.
But that aside, he wasn't like hitting on me. He was just being friendly, like I think.
Either way, I'd still be like,
I was like amazed by how cool that was. Like how not cool, but like the level of self-confidence that he had on his recumbent bike, that he was like, gonna ride this to work, gonna be pumping out Sisters of Mercy in like 2016, right? And I'm gonna be super happy about it. So, if you can ride it,
man.
You're an asshole, but respect.
I'm trying to think of another equivalent for what this would be, and I feel like I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that time in the early aughts when people were wearing frost lip gloss and they looked like they were on coke or something. Looks like, yeah. Very funny, Dave. All right, let's look at the next one, right? If I just hit the arrow, right?
Next question.
What? Oh, this is... Oh, there's more images of it.
Many more. There's 10.
You've
got 10 questions.
Why are they the best bike? Why are these the best bike? Aside from the fact that if you're afraid of like losing your virginity, that could protect you from it.
It will protect you. Yeah. Actually, the reason why they're the best for some people is that a lot of people who experience back pain on a regular sitting bike or like fold it over, like you do on the fast road bikes, get a lot of relief of that from a recumbent bike. So
this is one of those. Oh, sorry. Continue.
No. Go ahead. That's all.
I was gonna say this is one of those things. Like if you have that level of back problems, I would just feel like maybe biking is not for you. That's what I feel.
You know, that I understand where you're coming from, but actually biking can be a really great way to get around for people who have disabilities that make it hard for them to walk or drive.
But then you have to ride that?
You don't have to ride that. Like a lot of people can ride a regular sit-up bike.
Exactly.
That's just good if you have like back pain, maybe some like motor issues or hip issues. I don't know. I have to say I've never ridden one. So this is what I hear from people. But don't be ableist, Dave. It's not cool to like make fun of people who need to like use recumbent bikes to get around. It is okay to make fun of people who ride them because they're douches. But, you know.
No, I agree. That's why I took special care in making this to find the bikes that did not have the handles and stuff for folks that have issues. I just tried to find recumbent bike dudes in particular. The bad
I'm ready to look at some middle-aged men in lycra. Let's go.
Tricky in a couple of them, but I think I did it.
Mammals! Yeah.
What is it about recumbent bikes that make the people that ride them so hot?
I mean, just look at it, right? What is there not to love in that picture? That is...
Are there races with these?
I don't know. I don't really know much about bike racing. I just ride my bike around to get around and because I like riding my bike. And it's nice because if you like get road rage when you're on a bike, which happens a lot, especially if you're in a town where people aren't used to driving near bicycles, you can just ride it off. It's great. It's not like being in a car where you're just like stewing in like cortisol and like rage pheromones. You're just like, just ride it off and you feel good. Anyway, I hope this guy feels better after he rides his bike. I just remembered that it's a good thing my partner isn't here because he likes to play, hey, look, that's your next boyfriend. He once did it on a beach in Los Angeles when we were walking by this dude who seriously looked like Phil Spector with a deep tan, wearing like a gold lame Speedo with tassels down the sides. And so I think that's my permanent next boyfriend, which is great because I love my partner and I don't ever want to be with any other man now that I know what my next boyfriend is. But if he were here, he would say, that's my next boyfriend right there.
Wow.
With his arms back and his, so... Yeah. Can we go to the next one?
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at it too.
It's a little awkward for me.
If you had a new bicycle, what would you name it? Also, the bike is a recumbent bike. And the names he chose are Toby, Groby, Joby, and Kobe.
Clearly Groby. Groby is the name of my future recumbent bike.
Yeah.
I'm saving that, Dave, when I'm like 60 whatever and get a recumbent bike because I'm old, I'm sending you a picture of me on Groby.
Wow,
I'm sending it right to your neural implant or however we get pictures in those days.
Question 5. You're standing next to a switch that controls the path of the trolley. There are 2 tracks. On one path are 5 children riding the bike instead of what they believe to be safe. I can barely see that. Abandoned track. On the other track is Mr. Magoo riding a recumbent bike down what he believes to be a designated bike path. The trolley is going 200 miles an hour and you have 1 second to pull the lever. Why do you pull the lever to spare the recumbent bike and the magic juice? And Mr. Magoo choosing to instead hurtle the trolley towards the 5 angelic normal bike riding children and instantly vaporizing them into a fine red mist. Wow, that's detailed. Why would you do that?
I've got a point of clarification here. There's a fine red mist, right? That's how it ends. I don't understand how that works because, like, there should be chunks, right?
Yeah, there probably will be. You know what, though? There's so little.
Wow. Wow.
Very advanced train.
And I guess it's like a baby bullet, like in San Jose.
Another point of clarification. If I know Mr. Magoo, and I know recumbent bike riders of his generation, there's no way he's going to ride on a designated bike path.
Right.
He's going to take his space in the road, doing what noted late advocate for vehicular cycling, John Forrester, who that's my one bicycle fact today is John Forrester, a douche. What he would have called effective cycling. This guy's going to maintain his right to the road. So I want to dispute the whole premise of that. This idea that Mr. Magoo would ever be riding in a bike path at all. But yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could think of a funny reason to like spare his life and not save little kids. But I can't think of one.
You're sparing them from global warming.
Oh, good. Thanks. Yeah.
They need to die because let's be honest, the road we're on right now, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yep.
That's why I'm drinking more. Just kidding. I'm drinking more.
Punished for the sins of the boomers.
Yeah, they're innocent. They should be spared.
That, okay, and I think we'll get a better harvest too if they die. Question 6. Which one of the Subway's delicious footlong meals do you most like to eat while riding your recumbent bike? Funny thing is, David suggested Subway a couple days ago, and I was insulted. Because first of all, like, before moving here, I was not a big sub person, but now that I am, that's pretty much the only choice I have. I'm not going to get banh mi anytime soon or anything that I'm used to. So, yeah, Subway is... you know, all the McDonald's and Walmart have now been replaced with Subways, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to make the experience more disappointing, what else can you do?
I haven't eaten Subway in a long time, but I grew up in a small town where it was really exciting when Subway came to town because it was the 90s and there were 50,000 people doesn't sound like a small town in most places, but I lived in California, so it was a small town. So I remember loving their vegetarian subs on whole wheat bread. They were really good. And probably there's like less listeria contamination because it doesn't have gluten. So.
Although with global warming, we probably have more of that to look forward to. Also, the prices are definitely going to go up. That's, again, going back to with this drink, I think that's why Red Lobster's doing it. Like, the cost to get stuff from here to there. Just wait, you're going to see a lot of more places cutting corners. Pay attention.
Yep.
What is about recumbent bikes that makes them the favorite type of transportation for both heroic astronauts and fiendish serial killers? I am not familiar with any serial killer that would prefer this mode of transportation. They usually prefer vans or cars where they can get away quickly. Yeah. There's also trunks. You need a trunk. Not that I've been looking to hide bodies anytime soon. Although, I don't know, Dave gets on my nerves. Am I right? Anyway.
I gotta say, anybody could experience back pain and have some other reason why they needed to ride a recumbent bike. And both astronauts and serial killers probably are to some extent kind of thrill seeking. So maybe they really enjoy like the improved aerodynamics of a recumbent bike. And so when they're not astronauting and or doing murders, that would be something they like to do.
I think for a serial killer, though, you're just giving yourself away. Because again, whenever I see those out in the street, I think, what kind of sociopathic mind would choose to ride that?
Yeah.
Gives it away.
Some IT guy who works at Adobe is my guess. Yeah. Based on my encounter with one. Okay.
Question 8. What a mistake to add a third wheel to the recumbent bike in order to create the recumbent trike. Or was that decision a heroic act of genius? Was it a mistake?
Heroic act of genius. Next question.
I would like to know why this exists. Personally, I think that this is an affront to my eyes. And I'm a woman who drank a Mountain Dew Rita, so... Why will recumbent bikes be the last things that survive nuclear war? I think I know why.
Why? Why do you think so?
I mean, all disgusting things survive, like cockroaches in these bikes.
I was actually thinking about cockroaches and wondering if the recumbent posture would be better for like a 6-legged insect.
That would make sense, because they would be what's left, and they'll be the ones to repopulate. Them and
so once
bears.
they get huge with like the new... Because like hotter air can sustain larger insects, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah,
like
the bee is like
the denser humidity and the warmth and stuff. So we could get mega cockroaches that ride recumbent bikes everywhere. I love that image. This is great.
See, now we're actually thinking of things that we should push forward through this horrible hellscape. Yeah. We could see some pretty dope shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to preserve these recumbent bikes, like in some vault somewhere, so that one day the cockroaches that have grown to be mega intelligent uber cockroaches, 6 feet long, and like Gregor Samsa style, but like more, I don't know, more sense of personal effectiveness in the world. So they're going out doing things, busting into vaults, stealing recumbent bikes, riding them around, all that stuff. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like this. Okay, this is good.
Question 10. Does your celebrity hall pass ride a recumbent bike? If not, why not? Who's your celebrity hall pass?
I don't know that we've articulated this one in our relationship. I mean, I'm pretty sure like Brian's got Beyonce. Shit. Yeah. I don't know. I think can it change from day to day? Like whichever celebrity I have a crush on right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so it's the actress who plays the super alluring bartender on season 2 of Vita. The character's name is Nico.
Wait, what's the show?
Vita?
I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. Super bingeable. So 2 daughters inherit a bar from their estranged mother when she passes away, and find out that the third person who inherited the bar is her wife, which they didn't even know she had married someone, let alone that she was now marrying a woman. And it especially grates on the older daughter who was kicked out because she was queer.
Drums.
And then, so it's a whole, like, it's set in Boyle Heights in Los Angeles. There's a whole, like, gentrification thing going on. Anyway, season 2, the alluring Nico walks into the bar, taking off her motorcycle helmet and strutting over to the elder daughter and chatting her up. So that's my current, like, celebrity crush, and for some reason I'm forgetting the name of the actress, but pretty sure that the character rides a motorcycle. So I don't know, maybe the actress is into like 2-wheeled contrivances times.
David is getting very excited for the last one, so I'm going to
this a bonus. 11? I thought there would only be 10.
This has to be a bonus because he was like, you get this one, so we'll do this one. Oh, you passed! Congratulations! There's the Dalai Lama, and I don't know who's next to him. I feel like the Dalai Lama definitely gets a pass. I mean, this makes sense.
Oh my god! Actually, that is like one of the really... Look, it's a trike, and it's so cute. I love a recumbent try. Like, these are perfect. I will totally ride one of these when I'm old.
The L's next to him are very cute, so I do wonder the context. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you sure it's not just a guy from Hawaii who looks like the Dalai Lama? Is
that wait, yes, you know, I wasn't really looking at it. You're right. It's just some random dude. I don't know why I thought it was the Dalai Lama. It looked like it, like from an angle.
Oh yeah, no, he totally kind of looks like the Dalai Lama, but you know,
maybe I did make that strong drink.
If you were wearing like orange shorts and an orange shirt, maybe I would think so. He wears orange, right? That's like the color of his robes.
It's like a red, like a rich red
like
color.
A red.
Maybe that's why too, because like the color of the red next to, I don't know. I'm trying to save myself. So yeah, I think that's it. You passed. Okay. Congratulations. You win another sip of that drink that you have.
Great. Oh, and I brought something for you.
Oh.
I can't really give it to you because, you know, remote living and everything. But happy birthday. It's a cupcake.
Thank you.
From, where's that camera? There we go. From Unicorn Bake Shop here in Portland. It's a wasabi vanilla cream.
Oh, I bet you that's really good.
I'm going to find out for you and tell you all about it.
That reminds me, there was something that I got